There is something stirring deep within you, something you have felt but haven't fully understood. A message, a presence, a signal that continues to visit you in the silence of night, cloaked in dreams that seem too vivid to dismiss and too sacred to explain. Archangel Michael is sounding the alarm, not to frighten you, but to awaken your discernment, to remind you that your soul has been receiving messages not from the mind but from the heavens, disguised as dreams you keep calling strange or surreal. These dreams are not random. They're spiritual transactions, divine appointments in the spirit realm where your higher self meets the voice of God, where your angels speak in symbols, visions, and hidden frequencies only your spirit can decode. When you close your eyes at night, heaven opens portals you are finally ready to walk through. And if you've been dreaming of people you no longer speak to, places you've never visited, or warnings you can't logically understand, it's because your dreams are no longer tethered to the earthly. They're being sent with supernatural clarity to awaken your divine responsibility. You're not going crazy, you're being contacted. And the reason these dreams feel heavier than before, the reason they shake your chest when you wake up or leave a weight on your heart, is because there are no longer messages about you, but messages for you to act upon. Some dreams have been assigned to your calling like keys to unlock memories you buried, doors you avoided, or wounds you refuse to heal, because what you've labeled as nightmares were actually spiritual battles your soul was fighting while your body slept. Archangel Michael is urging you to stop ignoring the signs, because the dreams you've been having lately are carrying not only spiritual weight, but also prophetic urgency. Someone in the spirit realm has been trying to reach you, not to haunt you, but to warn you. That reoccurring image you keep seeing, that number that shows up in your sleep, that voice calling your name when no one's around, these are not hallucinations, they are awakenings. You were chosen not just to dream, but to see. The spiritual dimension around you is shifting because your purpose is waking up, and the moment you started becoming serious about your spiritual life, darkness noticed. These dreams are not entertainment. They are encrypted guidance for a destiny that cannot afford delay. Archangel Michael wants you to know that there is someone who has been watching you from the other side, an ancestor, a guardian, or a soul assigned to you, who has been trying to get a message through the only place you let your defenses down, your sleep. And what you do with this moment will determine what happens next. Because what comes to you in dreams is trying to prepare you for something your eyes have not yet seen. There is a war over your future, and your dreams are the secret battlefield. Do not brush them off. Do not silence them with noise. And do not let others convince you they are meaningless, because those dreams you forget during the day still echo in the halls of heaven where your prayers are being answered in ways your language cannot describe. You are being handed divine instructions that won't make sense to your logic, but they will resonate in your spirit like a forgotten truth being remembered. That's how you'll know it's real. That's how you'll know it's not just sleep. It's sacred communication. And if you pay attention, what's been trying to reach you in dreams will start unlocking the miracles you've been begging for in daylight. Keep watching. Keep listening. Keep your heart open, because the next dream might carry the answer you didn't know you were ready to receive. You see, the reason your spirit feels tired when you wake up, even after hours of sleep, is because your soul has been traveling, engaging in conversations, facing shadows, revisiting places you left behind in the physical but never truly released in the spiritual. Archangel Michael is revealing now that these dreams you keep having are not just random flickers of imagination. They're sacred visitations meant to lead you through healing, instruction, and warning. There's a reason your dream world has become more vivid, more emotional, and more intense lately. You're in spiritual training. You are being handed keys in the night that will unlock chains in the daylight. Don't you see? These aren't just dreams, they're lessons dressed in symbols. Each one is heaven's way of bypassing your earthly distractions and reaching the deepest, most receptive part of you. Some of the dreams you thought were confusing are actually prophetic blueprints. The house you saw burning wasn't just imagery. It was a warning to leave a toxic environment before it destroys your peace. The old friend who appeared wasn't just a memory. They were a vessel used by God to remind you of something you left undone. And that strange creature that chased you wasn't a nightmare. It was the embodiment of fear, shame, or a demonic force that recognizes your spiritual elevation and is trying to drag you back down. Archangel Michael is trying to make this as clear as possible. Every time you ignore your dreams, you're postponing something heaven is trying to accelerate. Every time you dismiss a recurring dream as just weird, you are missing a divine transmission specifically coded for your next breakthrough. God is using your sleep to prophesy your future. Don't you remember that night you woke up crying and couldn't explain why? That wasn't just emotion, it was revelation. Your soul recognized something your conscious mind couldn't grasp yet. And that dream that made you feel like you were flying or falling or walking through time. That was your spirit being shown something beyond human understanding, something powerful and eternal. Some dreams are not about the future. They are about freedom. Dreams where you revisit the home you grew up in, the school where your confidence was crushed, the church where you felt unseen. These are sacred invitations to heal what your waking life has buried. Because God cannot bless what you pretend doesn't hurt. That's why your dreams feel like messages. They are. And there is someone who passed on, someone who loved you deeply but never got to say what they needed to say, who is trying to reach you through the veil of your dreams. Pay attention. They come in with gentleness, wrapped in light, sometimes using their voice, sometimes only a feeling, but always carrying the energy of peace, love, and unfinished destiny. If you keep waking up at the same hour every night, especially between 3 and 5 a.m., you're not just restless. That's the hour the spirit world is most active. That's when angels whisper. That's when revelations come through if you're willing to receive them. Archangel Michael says your spirit is in the middle of a classroom and your dreams are the chalkboard. You've asked God for answers, and now they're showing up in the quiet hours when no one is watching, when your ego is asleep and your spirit is fully open. Do not waste these sacred moments. Start writing your dreams down. Start asking God to interpret what your soul is seeing. Because what you think is just another dream might be the moment heaven handed you the map to your breakthrough. The next time you close your eyes, you may find yourself walking through doors you've never seen, but your soul has waited lifetimes to enter. So listen carefully. Your future is speaking, not through noise, but through symbols. Archangel Michael says this isn't the time to sleep on your spiritual life. It's time to awaken to the messages already surrounding you. And now Archangel Michael reveals something deeper, something few are ever told. There are certain dreams that do not come from you, but pass through you. These are not visions meant only for your personal growth, but revelations passed to you because your soul was chosen to carry what others ignored. These are dreams that arrive like burdens on your chest, ones that leave you breathless, shaking, wondering what they mean, and yet somehow, deep inside, you know, they matter. You know they're connected to a truth that has been buried by your distractions, your doubts, your fears of being too spiritual or too sensitive. But Archangel Michael says, your spiritual sensitivity is your superpower, and the enemy has tried to make you question it because he fears what will happen once you start trusting it. Heaven has been pouring knowledge into your dreams like rain into dry soil, not to overwhelm you, but to awaken the dormant truth inside you, that you were always meant to be a vessel for revelation, that you were born with eyes to see in the dark and ears to hear in the silence. Those dreams where you feel you are being chased, where your voice cannot scream, where you float above your body or speak in languages you do not know. Those are spiritual experiences encoded in mystery, and only your willingness to seek interpretation can unlock them. Archangel Michael says that for too long, you've dismissed the call because the language of the Spirit felt foreign, but now the time has come to lean in. You've been asking why you felt blocked, why certain prayers go unanswered, why you feel stuck in cycles. And the answer has been coming to you night after night. Every blocked door in your waking life has a blueprint hidden in your dreams. You've been told to trust God's timing, but have you trusted His signs? Because the dreams that seem disconnected are actually pieces of a prophetic puzzle, and you are closer than ever to seeing the full picture if you dare to believe that your dreams carry not just comfort, but command. This is no longer about feeling good. It's about fulfilling divine instruction. That dream you had about the ocean, the staircase, the locked door, or the baby crying in your arms. Those are not abstract ideas. They're spiritual codes. The ocean is calling you to surrender. The staircase is showing you levels you're being asked to climb. The locked door is revealing a part of your heart that still needs healing before the next season. And the baby? That's a spiritual gift, an anointing, a promise, a divine assignment that you are now ready to nurture. And when you see yourself in unfamiliar places, talking to unfamiliar people, that's not confusion. That's spiritual preparation. God is using your dreams to take your spirit where your body hasn't arrived yet. Archangel Michael warns, to ignore your dreams is to walk blind in a world full of clues. God is speaking louder than ever in the stillness of sleep because He knows your mind is exhausted, but your soul is still listening. And while others around you are numbing themselves with distractions, heaven has kept you spiritually alert because your assignment is too important to sleep through. You were meant to wake up and say, that was weird. You were meant to wake up and say, what is God telling me? You are not just a dreamer. You are an interpreter, a translator of mysteries, a spiritual decoder of messages that others miss. And if you keep waking up with your heart pounding, with tears in your eyes, with images stuck in your memory, it is because the heavens have chosen you to receive what others would discard. You are not losing your mind. You are receiving divine downloads. Archangel Michael says you are not given these dreams to feel special, but to be responsible, to act, to pray, to protect, and to prepare. Because something is coming. And your dreams are the early warning system that the spiritual realm is aligning things you have not yet seen with your eyes, but your spirit knows it's near. Keep paying attention. Heaven is not done speaking to you yet. And now Archangel Michael leans in one last time to whisper what most people will never hear, what only the spiritually alert are chosen to receive. You're not imagining these patterns, these whispers, these symbols. You're not broken, confused, or overly sensitive. You are called. You are awakened. You are spiritually marked by heaven to carry visions that shake your soul because they were never meant to make you comfortable. They were meant to call you forward. These dreams that have haunted you since childhood, these strange visitations, these moments of déjà vu that burn behind your eyes, they are not meaningless. They are not psychological noise. They are messages from the realm beyond this world, dispatched by heaven to warn you, to prepare you, and to unlock something ancient inside your bloodline that was left unfinished by those before you. Archangel Michael says this isn't just about you anymore. The dream you had last night wasn't just a message. It was a torch passed down from generations of silenced prophets, dreamers, and warriors who were unable to finish the battle you were born to win. That repetitive dream you keep dismissing, it's the cry of your ancestors, the language of angels, the rhythm of heaven pulsing through your rest to remind you that you carry the key to chains you didn't even know you were wearing. Every time you ignore the weight of these dreams, darkness gains ground. Every time you postpone seeking their meaning, delay clings to your calling. Archangel Michael says, now is the time to wake up within the dream. Now is the time to pray for clarity like your life depends on it, because in ways you can't yet see, it truly does. Your future self is depending on your present obedience. Your spiritual inheritance is not tied to how hard you hustle in the daylight, but to how deeply you listen in the quiet night when your soul finally silences the noise of the world. You've been asking God for signs. He's been giving them to you in your sleep. You've been begging for confirmation. He's been sending you dreams layered in sacred code. You've been pleading for peace, and he's been showing you what needs to be released. Archangel Michael pleads with you now. Stop shrugging off what your spirit knows is sacred. If you need to journal it, do it. If you need to fast and pray over it, do it. If you need to ask for interpretation or guidance, do it. Because the more you honor the weight of these dreams, the more clearly God will begin to speak. And the moment you take them seriously is the moment you'll begin to feel the shift in your life, the clarity, the direction, the divine protection. Some of these dreams are warnings. Pay attention. Some of these dreams are invitations. Respond with faith. And some of these dreams are glimpses into the person you are becoming, the spiritual warrior rising from within. You're not lost. You're being led. You are not forgotten. You're being whispered to. You're not broken. You're being rebuilt in the night by hands unseen. Archangel Michael says, heaven is watching how you handle what you've been given in the dark. Because the way you respond to these dreams will determine the authority you walk in when the dawn comes. You are chosen not just to dream, but to awaken others through what you carry. So don't close your eyes in fear anymore. Close them in faith. And when the next dream comes, and it will. Say this with trembling confidence. Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. Because from this moment forward, your dreams are not distractions. They are destiny.